Today we are going to be talking about rounding, or I'm sorry, adding mixed numbers. So a mixed number is, just to be clear, I've also heard it being called a mixed fraction, but a mixed number is basically just a number that involves a whole number and a fraction. Now they can also be represented in improper fractions, which I think I will probably address in a different video, how to change them back and forth. I think we actually will touch on that a little bit in this video as well, but I'll probably make it in a different video. But let's just get to it. So we have 2 1/4. So this means it is 2 wholes and 1/4 plus 1/4. So in this case, we can just add these fractions up. So this 1/4 plus 1/4 equals 2/4. So it would be 2 2/4. But we should reduce this 2/4 into 2, and I can divide both top and bottom by 2, and that would give me 2 1/2. 2 1/2. Now we have 2 1/3 plus 2/5. So in this case, the denominators are not like, so we have to just follow the rules just like we were adding fractions with unlike denominators. So we have 3 and 5. The least common denominator, least common multiple would be 15, right? Both 3 and 5 go into 15, so that means I have to multiply 1/3 by 5/5, which would be 5/15, and then I have to multiply 2/5 by 3/3, and I know that I'm multiplying these fractions by 3/3, and I'm multiplying this by 5/5 because I'm just figuring out what I have to multiply the denominator, in this case, the 3, to get the common denominator, which is 15. So I have to multiply 3 by 5 to get 15, and I have to multiply 5 by 3 to get to 15. So I have to do the same to the top and the bottom because I'm multiplying by basically just by 1, right, to keep the value the same. So 3/3 equals 1, 5/5. Any fraction with the numerator and denominator is the same as equal to 1. So 2 times 3 is 6/15. So now I just add these up, and that would equal 11/15. And then I can just add the 2 here. So it is 2 11/15. Now we have this one, which is a little bit trickier, and we'll see why now. First of all, they're both mixed numbers. So that kind of complicates things, but we have 4 and 5. The least common denominator of 4 and 5 is actually 20. So what do I have to multiply 4 by to get to 20? I have to multiply it by 5. So 3/4 times 5/5. That equals 15/20. And then 4/5, I have to multiply that by 4/4, and 4 times 4 is 16/20. Okay, so 15 plus 16 equals 31 over 20. And then if I were to add the 1 and 2, I would get 3 and 31 over 20. But this is not the right answer, because 31 over 20 is an improper fraction. And you can't have an improper fraction in a mixed number. So what do we do to figure out to fix this? So I know that 20 over 20 equals 1, right? Because any numerator and denominator where they're the same equals 1. So that means that if I were to subtract 20 from this, it would give me 11 twentieths, right? So that would give me 11 twentieths. So that means if I were to subtract 20 twentieths from 31 twentieths, right, it would give me 11 twentieths. So if I subtract 1, that means I can add the 1 here, and then it becomes 4 and 11 twentieths. So hopefully that that makes sense. Basically, you just need to, if you have an improper fraction in your mixed number, you need to just subtract the denominator, right, in this case 20, from the numerator, and then add a whole to your add a whole to the whole number, right? Add 1 to the whole number. Basically, we can also you know, sometimes if you're adding a bunch of different fractions together, you might get, you know, something like 3 and 45 twentieths. Well, in this case, you would just subtract 20 two times, right? I know that 20 goes into 45 too, two times, so it would end up being 5 over 20, and then I would just add 2 to the 3. So, yeah, we don't need that. So it would end up being 5 and 5 twentieths, which then I would reduce 5 and 20. 5 is a factor of both, so then that would be 1/4. So it would be 5 and 1/4. Just for example, if you got something like this. So, yeah, hopefully that is helpful and shows how to add mixed numbers.